You're watching NBA Today, presented by Hyundai.
Perk, Wendy, you ready to talk some hoops?
Yes, please.
Amen. There were 12 games in the NBA last night, but no star shined brighter than the supernova Victor Wembanyama. What a performance in his opening game of the season, looking to spoil Cooper Flagg's debut. Perk, I mean, look at the footsteps. How are you supposed to guard that
Look at him stomping up the floor. That's what I'm talking about when you running with force. And oh my God,
12
slip
feet.
out on the pit. I mean, look
Reverse.
He doesn't even need to jump if he needs to, but look at the two teamates fired up.
He's mean. Look at this rip through.
Later in the second, the rip through in reverse.
This is a jaw-dropping play. He's standing on the ground, Perk.
Here was our own Ryan Ruocco on that ridiculous play.
Wembanyama, the save, the reverse, and the foul. A figment of our basketball imaginations.
You know, he trained with Hakeem. I feel like we can say Yama Jamma, like bring it all back.
Most guys on the rip through would have did like a two-hand cockback. He wanted to put the extra on top with that little, rock the crate.
Speaking of extra on top, it applies to both ends. Playing defense against a 7-footer volleyball swatting.
And this play right here, these two plays right here is when I picked up the damn phone and called Brian Windhorst to have a conversation for about 15 minutes about him.
I knew why he was called.
So wait, hold on. You don't call me anymore? I feel offended. I feel offended. You guys, his plays were so nice that we have to look at them twice. Can we just ooh and ah at these circumstances we're watching? This is a cheat code. This is the alien in action.
By the way, Steph Castle and Dylan Harper were really good in this game, too. This is a great night for the Spurs.
But that's like the way under story because when he's knocking down off the dribble in and out, flexing on people, he put on some muscle. This was huge. What a night, what a debut for the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. Hear straight from him.
I saw what it's like to be confronted with, potentially losing a lot, whether it's your career or your health, so I'm not taking this for granted anymore. But the body, I'm having more fun now that I'm not struggling to move as much, and I know I still need to get better, and I'm still going to get better.
Like Perk, Wendy, and myself, the NBA and the rest of the world was absolutely floored by that performance. You can see all the people chiming in, literally going viral, because that's what Victor Wembanyama does. Brian, you have been warning us that this day was coming. Yesterday I wanted to say the last time we had a leap year was last year, 2024. The next one is 2028. This is the leap year for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, so I had a great opportunity to talk to Victor's coaches dating back to when he was 12 and 13 years old. And obviously he was always huge for his age. And they used to say, Victor, s'il vous plaît, please go to the basket, go into the basket. You're taller than everybody. And Victor always resisted it because Victor doesn't want to be known as a tall guy who plays basketball. He wants to be known as a basketball player who is tall. He's articulated that just this week. And so as a result, he's always wanted to play on the perimeter. Last year, guys, he averaged 9 3-pointers a game. He shot 20 shots a game, 9 of them were 3-pointers. 40% of his shots last year were in the paint. And he was great. He was going to be the All-NBA player. He was going to be the Defensive Player of the Year. But they were saying, Victor, every step closer to the basket that you take, you have more of an advantage. They've been begging it for a decade. Victor has agreed with them because in the preseason, we saw Victor not take 40% of his shots in the paint. He took 75% of his shots in the paint, Perk, and now he's decided to carry it over in the regular season. I told you he averaged 9 threes a game last year. He took 2 last night. Do you know how many times last year he took 2 3-pointers in a game? 0, Chene. 0. He took under 5 one time, okay? Last night he had 11 free throws. Do you know how many times in a regulation game last year he had 11 free throws? Once. Victor Wembanyama is playing bully ball. He's stronger, he's figured it out, and the league is in trouble.
Well, I put out a tweet last night. I thought it was going to get played on our big board.
There were many tweets.
It didn't make it.
There were too many tweets.
The Spurs better get ready to give him 5 years of $1 billion because he's worth every penny. Here, Sinead,
yes,
you
sir.
do an outstanding job of the cheat sheet and breaking down plays. Draw up something how to stop Victor Wembanyama. Matter of fact, you can't.
There's no answer.
Wendy, over the last 10, 15 years, even when I was playing, that was the most dominant performance I've ever seen on the season debut, on opening night for a team. I mean, do you realize who he was going against? He was going against the Dallas Mavericks, who, by the way, I believe that's going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league because of their front line. Did you see how every single time what he did to Derek Lively and Anthony Davis, every dunk, every post move, to me, every block shot, I felt the words young fella behind it, young fella behind it. Like, we're talking about if Shaq and KD had a baby, you get Victor Wembanyama. That play with Derek Lively, when he blocked his shot on one end, volleyball spiked it, pushed it down the floor, hit him with a sham guard, went between the legs, crossed in and out, step back for the 4-point play. And then this old unorthodox thing that he got going on off of one leg with these bank shots falling. And I'm sitting up here saying to myself, man, how in the hell is anybody going to stop this man? Do you realize that front line that they had?
Yeah, it's unguardable. Perk, question. I was watching. I know it's a small sample size, but like...
It's enough. It was small, but it was big.
MVP in question. I know Defensive Player of the Year. He led the league in blocks last year despite only playing 40-something games. Do you think, like, what's in question?
What's going to stop him?
Yeah.
Tell me, who's going to stop him?
There's a song. There's a song for that.
What?
Nobody, baby. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? His energy, his competitive nature is contagious. So that's why you see a guy like Stephon Castle who had 24 points last night. You know, rookie Dylan Harper, 15. They competed. I didn't have San Antonio winning that game. Victor was like, sit your big ass down, boy, and watch this heat.
This was supposed to be about Cooper.
Sixers rookie VJ Edgecombe getting the start in his first NBA game alongside Tyrese Maxey taking on the Celtics. Is it too early to say that this was the VJ Edgecombe game?
Well,
welcome to the association.
I know he was cooking.
He was, with authority. And then, you know what's cool? Next play shows off the versatility, Wendy.
This guy is going to be a highlight machine. He's going to become a national story this year.
But it's not just on one end defensively. Tyrese Maxey goes coast to coast. He's getting active. Now, later in the second quarter, check out this crossover. Ooh, toying. Ooh. He's cooking on both sides of the floor. Let's go to the third quarter. I like the connection that I'm already seeing, Perk, between the backcourt.
I do. Daryl Morris had some good sleep last night.
But keep an eye here.
He finally got a good night of rest.
But do you sleep well? I mean, we have Joel Embiid being used as a screener here, but there's a three. It's knocked down, and Tyrese Maxey still cooking. No one can guard that. It feels like we're watching someone that's in hyper speed. Yeah. Wendy, thoughts on the new look Sixers?
I'm just watching. I'm just so excited about this backcourt.
So damn fast.
They've had so many bad news for so many years. It's just you have to be so excited about how these guys look together.
But here's the good news. VJ got welcomed to the league in the best way.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all in the locker room. Man, it's great. It is great, man. First game at TD Garden, you know, the fans are super loud. Great environment, you know, couldn't hear myself breathe for real. Man, so yeah.
VJ's 34 points last night were the third most ever by a player in their NBA debut and the most in over 60 years. Wilt has the record with 43 in his first game with the Philadelphia Warriors. While the Sixers' backcourt shined, Joel Embiid did struggle in this one, going just 1 for 9 from the floor, attempting 0 shots in the paint for the first time in his career, Brian.
Yeah, so he looked pretty mobile relatively last week. He did not look mobile in this one. So the downside on this game for Philly is that this is going to be a reality for a while. Some nights Joel's going to have it, some nights he's not. And this is one of the things that he's truly day-to-day as we go on through the season.
Perk, are you worried about what you saw from Joel Embiid?
I am a bit concerned. I don't know if we're going to see the Joel Embiid of old, but I think, you know, he's going to have to be that guy that's going to be used as a screener. And I don't know if he's going to be a guy that you could play over 20 to 25 minutes. And I think that's how it's going to be the rest of his career.
Let's check out another matchup in the East. The Cavs and the Knicks opened the season at MSG last night. Both have very high expectations in the East this season. You see Spike giving love to Don, Jalen Brunson ready to cook. Let's start with the first quarter. Mikal Bridges sinks the jumper, Wendy.
Yeah, remember last year he started out as a struggle. This year he started out much different.
And it wasn't a huge shooting night for Jalen Brunson, but he's still the mayor, right, Perk?
Yeah, big body Brunson, you know, he gonna find a way to get going, but I thought his energy, the way that he was buying into the offense, it was contagious.
Now, Donovan Mitchell in the third quarter started cooking. He had 21 points in this frame alone. I think he was rattling off 7 in a row at that point, so I felt like he was unguardable for a moment.
Yeah, but this is not actually a good sign for the Cavs. The Cavs were the #1 offense last year when Donovan scored fewer points and relied more on his teammates.
True. Now, a little bit questionable, like, hey, is he going to play? Is he not? Well, he made his force known, Karl Anthony Towns, and they're sharing the rock, knocking down shots.
Yeah, Karl Towns had a quad issue, didn't really even work out before the game came out. And had
that's another
double.
star. Aaron Judge in the building. OG Anunoby knocks down the corner 3. The Knicks up 8 despite the late push by the Cavs. 40 seconds left. Cavs down. What a steal.
Lil Pippen.
Yeah, he had 24. OG Brunson 23 and 5. The Knicks win the opener 119-111. I feel like you spy something, Perk.
I'm Kendrick Perkins, better known as Big Perk, and nothing gets past me. Freeze! Just when you thought it did get past me, there I am. I spy a problem. I spy it all. Carry the hell on. Hello, world, and happy Thursday. And I do see it all. I saw the celebrities in the stands, and you know what else I saw on the floor? They got a new head coach, Mike Brown, with a new offense. And that offense, it had freedom. I saw freedom. I saw guys playing with more freedom. Jalen Brunson, not dribbling the oxygen out of the basketball, but getting guys involved. Look this quick swing to Karl Anthony Towns, an offensive rebound. Look at the swing to the corner to Mikal Bridges for a wide open 3. The ball was moving. I saw the energy. Great high screen, split, getting downhill. Look at it. Evan Mobley is in the paint, the defensive player of the year. A quick, easy kick out. Simple basketball. Karl Anthony Towns, best shooting big in the game, knocked down the tray ball. Here we go again. They come to trap Jalen Brunson, get off the ball. Now Mikal Bridges become the playmaker. Jared Allen is stepping up. All of a sudden, you got OG Anunoby, baby Scottie Pippen, knocking down one of his 24 points that he had last night. Now look, versus the Cavs, Jalen Brunson, 4.7 seconds per touch, 4.4 dribbles per touch, and a great step forward to how Mike Brown wants to play.